You look awkward. But do you know what I rate about you though?
Yeah.
There's not many people that just get called by their surname. Like I forget what your first name is sometimes.
Yeah.
Because your surname's Surty and you're a Surty guy.
A lot of Jakes in this club.
Is it Jake?
There was.
Is it?
Yeah.
No, there was.
That's bad.
That's true.
That's
So, no,
we
but like
scrum together.
Yeah, I know, but like Woolly's like a Surty name. I just
No, I
always
know.
call you Woolly.
What about why Woolsey?
Yeah,
That was Nick Fenton Wells. It was Woolly, and then Fence just used to go Woozy and Spooner, and then they kicked it off, and then it just became.
Then it
Woolsey.
became a thing.
Yeah. How did these things happen?
Right, do you want to start the intro or should
I just like
You
Woolly.
start the intro.
Personally, I like Woolly.
I like Woolly.
What are we calling this?
It's just the same podcast
Bear
that we
all.
normally do, but we can't afford a guest.
You can't afford a guest.
Are we
Sorry.
Gonna, are we going to mention that? No, we're not
Should I
paying.
leave?
Yeah.
No, you're the guest.
No, you're
You just said he can't afford one. What am I then?
I can't afford a better guest. Sorry.
Okay.
Because
right.
that's better.
No, you're in. You're
So I'm an
flames.
extra?
You're flames. I've been pushing for you for ages. We were this out months ago, but you keep pushing it back.
No, I'm delighted to be here.
You've been a diva about
I'm
it.
happy to be here.
Okay, so welcome back to Bear All Podcast with your hosts. I'm Max Lahiff and Jake Woolmore, and we have a very special guest, one of our newest signings, our big profile, all-action hooker, Gabriel Oghre. How are you, sir?
I'm good, thank you. I'm happy to be here.
Yeah?
It's been a long time coming.
What do you think of the
hasn't
studio?
Yeah, you didn't sound happy to be here before we started officially recording.
it? Yeah, but now we're recording.
No. I need you to be yourself.
Okay, I'll be honest, right? It's not... Could you imagine at the end of November sitting outside and having a conversation, which is essentially what we're doing?
It's a good shout, actually. We're in an igloo.
I didn't push for this.
Luckily, you two are good company, but
At least you don't have to hold your mic awkwardly.
you do look awkward.
This looks...
You look awkward, I'll be honest. I'll be real.
I feel uncomfortable. I'm freezing and feel uncomfortable.
freezing as well.
You look strange.
But we're here now.
We are.
And we're going to have a good time.
Let's crack on with it, innit?
All right, well, let's go then. Any news?
From me?
Make you awkward. All right, no. First things first is what I want to go with. My tash. Just shaved it in. I let it overgrow a bit, shaved it back in. What do you think?
You look
Honestly?
you look like a hillbilly trucker.
Yeah?
True.
Yeah,
Have I got it right?
You look like big country, big ray, big
Did I
truck.
get it right? 'Cause
I think
you-
it looks good. No, it
sometimes
looks
if you-
good.
You are a man who's got facial hair that you shape up.
Nah,
I
that's
mean,
Do you
No, that's-
do you sometimes worry about chipping
or
in
lack
too much?
thereof.
I mean,
You-
yeah. I mean, me, no.
No? I worry.
If I chipped in too much, it'd be gone.
Yeah, I know, that's what I'd get. I got that, and I was a bit scared that I was going to over.
I like it, man. You're working with it.
Thanks. Don't look at my hairline.
yeah, but the way.
Did you see that?
Yeah, no, he went
you know-
straight to your widow's peak.
Yeah.
Do you know what I was looking at,
Which
bro?
isn't on.
Do you know what I was looking at? Is like your beard is a lot different to
What do
your
you
hair.
mean by different?
Like it's just a complete different color.
I know.
It's dark and the follicles are much more dense. Like
know.
upstairs, you're endangered, but down there, you're like the rainforest.
Would you ever go to Turkey?
Like, if someone's offering me one for nothing, I'd have a punt, but it'd be cheaper just to shave it off.
I think you'd suit bold as well.
Yeah.
But
Oh,
that's
nice
a good
eyes.
distinguished tash.
Yeah.
Graham's Law's got a good tash as well.
I know, I was a
Yeah,
bit jealous when
that's
he
strong.
turned up. In all fairness,
He's
the day he
so
walked
big and
in,
handsome.
The day he
I'm not
walked
being
in was
funny.
terrible.
Yeah. What do you mean we're signing a prop and then when he turns up he's 6'4" and
Yeah.
stacked?
Yeah, no, he had big calves.
Big calves. He comes and stands next to you like, I'm here in your position. You're like,
Yeah, you know he's got a degree in engineering as well.
he's like
Has he?
24 as
yeah,
well.
he's like a genius. He's
He's smart.
completely overqualified to be breaking his brain and running.
Fantastic.
Yeah, sometimes you do think, what are you doing here? You don't need
What are
this.
we all doing here,
You don't
Willie?
need to be here.
You know, I look like a troll and haven't got a degree,
Bro,
so
don't
there's
do
a reason
that.
I'm in
Don't
this
do
room.
that. Don't do that.
So Gabs,
You're a good man.
how are you finding living in Bristol?
It's cool, man. I like it. There's like a lot of things to do. I like that all the boys are in like a similar area. So like on your days off, you can just like link up, go for a coffee. Why are you smiling?
Because I just
I
want to
feel
get. I
like
was
you
gonna.
want me to say something else.
I just wanted to get to your housemate.
Oh right, okay.
Yeah. So you're living with the other Gabriel.
I like you said the other Gabriel. Yeah, the other Gabriel.
Gabriel.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Who cleans up the most? Like who's the guy?
Bro, you've seen my locker and you've seen his locker. Who do you think cleans up the most?
Oh, right.
Yeah, but I can imagine, I'm right next to you, lockers-wise.
I'm clean, innit?
Yeah, I know, but you're also everywhere.
Do you know what
You're
it was?
everywhere, so I already know that you're a nightmare to live in.
No, I'm
your
not a
room's
nightmare.
probably clean because half your stuff's probably in his room.
Do you know what it is? We've got 3 bedrooms, and I've got my bedroom, and then the other rooms for my clothes and stuff. So
You've got a walk-in wardrobe.
Yeah.
He's got a walk-in wardrobe.
It's not a walk-in wardrobe. It's a spare room. So I was like, his room is bigger.
This is a wonderful segue into his fashion choices, by the way.
His room is bigger.
I know.
That's fair, no?
Yeah. Do you have a lot of clothes? Is the room full? Do you have it hung up specifically? I can imagine you're one of them who's a little bit OCD, clothes-wise.
A little bit. Like, my clothes are hung up on a rail.
Yeah.
I've got 2 rails like that.
Where do you get that inspiration? How do you sort of frame yourself in your clothes?
What, as in, like, what I want to wear?
Yeah.
I don't know, you know. I feel like I go for similar colours. Like, I have, like, colours of my wardrobe, which is, like, beiges, browns. I love a white tee, plain white tee.
Yeah.
I've got one shop that I get my white tees from.
Timeless.
And then, you just run on the same colours, and then just anything I like the look of can go on top.
How would you describe your fashion sense?
I would say it's pretty plain. And then occasionally there's a couple of like out there things, but it's like not too like over the top.
Yeah,
I'd say.
It's a little bit wavy, isn't it? coming from the
With that as well.
coming from the soon to be 33-year-old.
What does wavy mean?
Well, like like wavy is the way I put it. Is like it doesn't really fit, but
it doesn't
fit well. Yeah.
No, but he's
What do you mean,
intentionally
bro?
trying to.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
Do you know
Wavy.
what? This spun my head because the first time I wore Mufti Day clothes
You got in trouble.
at Bristol,
They came at you
everyone
hard.
was coming at my jeans. Only
I know.
Fitzy, my guy.
I know, but
my
you can't.
skin.
You can't be partnering with Fitzy.
Fitzy's off camera.
No, but I'm not partnering with Fitzy, but
And is infamously one of the worst dressed at the club.
but what do you want? Do you want me to wear skinny jeans? Because that's not me.
No.
Yeah,
I just wore
you'd look-
slightly.
But nothing like. All right, you're a decent height. You've got a decent figure. Yeah, you don't show it off.
Strong taper from the shoulders to the waist.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
You could,
I love that from you because you've seen me at my lowest.
I've
You
seen
see
you
me
at
as
your
a
very
young
worst.
pup.
As a dumpling. Yeah. Now you're just wedged. Yeah. Good back musculature.
very good back.
Yeah.
And that's coming from him. I'd take that as a big compliment.
But I'd say wavy.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, like he can go down to like Stokes Croft and fit in very well.
Who's the best dressed rugby player you've come across?
Not you at all. No, sorry. The best dressed rugby player.
Yeah.
This actually kills me. Well, it doesn't kill me to say it because he's a good guy, but my guy Benno's got to be up there.
I knew you were going to say that.
He dresses well. He dresses well.
going to say that.
In what context?
Like,
Very
I just think he
unique.
doesn't wear like. You see some people. I'm not saying names, but some people just think good dress sense equals like designer this, designer that, like obvious designer.
Yeah.
He's more subtle. Like he wears like nice fits. He likes his designer as well, but it's not in your face.
Bohemian, isn't it? It's always like he always sort of op shops like these really very unique one of a kind jackets and stuff. He dresses to make a statement, no doubt.
Quite like that.
Yeah. But enough about him.
Well, you wouldn't know. So back in the day, we did this podcast a bit, and there was me and Jake Armstrong used to run it together, and it was 2 Jakes and a cake segment. It was very good. We normally get the guest, but obviously it was tough enough to pin you down to get here today.
Yeah.
So you've bullied me into baking. I've last minute baked. I didn't buy anything.
Yeah.
I've actually baked.
Oh, you baked, did you?
I've got. It's loose baking. The oven wasn't turned on. I used a hob and then fridge.
Okay.
But I've gone for a fan favourite. Well, I used to think of like a timeless children's wine.
You hear that? Oh.
I'm not
Yeah,
gonna lie to you.
No, don't do that.
But I don't
want
want to be rude.
Did. Fitzy come over here.
You don't like Rice
steals
Krispie
one.
squares?
No, I like them, but like I don't want to be ungrateful. So don't take this as me being ungrateful. But like when someone says 2 Jakes and a cake, I'm thinking Victoria Sponge.
Yeah,
I'm
well,
thinking, that's not a cake.
Do you know
bro.
what I'm thinking? Is yesterday you agreed to this and you refused for months, agreed to it yesterday, and it bullied me into baking. I had about an hour to do it before I had to go to bed. All right?
I'm sorry.
It's still a
But-
sort of baking.
Would you call that a cake?
What would you call it then? Because it's not
See,
a
that's
biscuit.
interesting.
And
Yeah.
Don't try and say biscuit.
A Rice Krispie square, what would I call it?
Yeah.
A snack. That's
That
not
could be
a
anything.
category, but
So
like,
Max has helped himself. I've yet to try one actually.
Go on.
One of them's got chocolate on.
all right, I would call this a It's closer to a biscuit, I'll be honest.
It's not a biscuit.
It's not a biscuit, but it's
What
cereal.
I will say is
Cereal bar.
Cereal bar. That's it.
Can I try one?
What's that on the
marshmallow?
top? Melted
That's got a
caramel.
bit of chocolate, yeah.
Is it chocolate or caramel?
It's chocolate. Why?
Okay. No, that's good. That's
Can
good.
you not have
I can. There's
Willie,
one
what's the
without.
main ingredient other than the Rice Krispies?
marshmallows and butter?
The marshmallow is really prevalent.
Do you know what I did though? I want to talk about it because I was last minute, right, and I went into a certain sort of discounted store that we discussed previously. Don't know if we can name the names. Yeah.
Bro.
I couldn't find marshmallows for the life of me. Yeah.
Yeah.
Until I got to the Christmas aisle. Yeah. So I paid through the nose for 4 bags of marshmallows. How much do you think a bag of marshmallows is? Like 150 grams. So like.
I don't know, £3.
Like, so you've just made me look cheap.
Nah, that's quite expensive.
For marshmallows. Yeah, marshmallows are essentially sugar and water, aren't they? So it should be like
I was thinking 50p a bag.
£1.50.
I paid £1.50 a bag because they were in the shape of Christmas trees.
£1.50 a bag. That's not that expensive.
That's the most Woolmore gripe I've ever heard.
When has anything been 50p these days?
The marshmallow makes it very elasticy.
It's good though, man.
I don't believe a word you're saying, man.
I'm not gonna.
Because you looked at me as if, what have you put me through?
There's sort of like a chewing gum crunch vibe to these.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know what the worst part of the bake is? When they're half setting and you have to so you've mixed it together and it starts to set quite quickly. You've got to put it into the tray. That elasticity gets everywhere. Like everything stuck to you and everything. It is a nightmare. I had like 4 spoons, one of them trying to like dislodge things.
Oh God.
It was everywhere. Pet the dog. Dog was stuck to me. Like it was a nightmare.
Are you enjoying it? That's the main thing.
Thoroughly.
I actually think they're pretty good.
I
I think they're slightly too elastic.
Yeah. It kind of tastes like the Rice Krispies
But if-
you used have gone off.
You're saying your Rice Krispies were stale.
They're fresh out the bottle. I bought them.
Yeah, no, I think it's more the marshmallow consistency. I think there's too much marshmallow.
I went by Nigella.
But it's tasty.
I went by Nigella Lawson's.
Well, she's got it wrong.
Well, there we go then. That's Nigella, you got it wrong.
So you went to the Christmas aisle.
Have you had Stollen?
Stollen. It rings a bell.
It's like a marzipan like loaf thing with like raisins in.
Yeah, I know what you mean. It's like
horrible.
that stuff that Sam Jeffries always used to eat.
You can't compare it to malt loaf.
Malt loaf, malt loaf. Stollen's similar to malt
Malt
loaf.
loaves, I can mess with malt.
Stollen, you could build houses out of Stollen, I think.
Oh, is it that dense?
Yeah, it's not great.
No, but when Jeff has told me he ate a malt bread loaf with butter a day, I was like, that makes sense.
A day?
Yeah, it was weird, mate.
That's
Yeah,
crazy.
and he was shredded.
Must be nice.
So I've got a few rabbit holes to go down.
Yeah.
First up, we're going to give you a sort of classic conspiracy theory.
Yeah, conspiracy corner is what we're going down.
I just want to know if you how you interpret how the ancient Egyptians built the pyramids.
Isn't like the
I know.
coordinates of it, like where it is?
Well, yeah, see, I don't know what.
Oh yeah, there's some mad
crazy
yeah,
cord-
this what?
Do you think? Well, yeah, I know that, but also don't they? Yeah, just even mechanically, like.
Yeah, mechanically it doesn't make sense. They're saying it was a ramp, so they dug a hole, and then a ramp, and then either side of it, they had like these posts that would sort of help fix it as it went up the ramp. But can you imagine putting those granite blocks up these ramps with? This is sort of what's sort of agreed by the experts, but they would roll them up with tens of thousands of slaves. How?
I don't agree with that.
I think it's ridiculous. And how did they transport them there? They found the rocks like miles away. They say this is what I saw, bro. This is what I saw.
You saw it?
Yeah, no, an infographic.
Oh, right. Okay.
So I saw it for real in my time machine. No, but they said they used sheep stomachs, inflated, right? Strapped the rocks, and then they float them down the River Nile. That's a lot of sheep. How many sheep do you reckon it would take for that many tons of rock?
More sheep than people.
It's
Surely.
unbelievable. But I don't get where they pulled this
He's
out
done,
from.
but it's aliens. Isn't
Where
it?
have you read this?
I've watched too
you've
many
watched a lot,
documentaries.
haven't you?
Yeah.
It's aliens.
It's aliens.
That's
No,
the
but
theory,
that's like
though, isn't it? This is the theory. I don't know what they're getting at, but the talks are, aliens helped build these pyramids years ago. That's why they've got, they got all like the...
Helped.
Is it hieroglyphics?
Yeah.
Is it hieroglyphics?
Hieroglyphs.
Yeah, obviously they've got all the sketchy drawings in the pyramids and that, and they say they're telling stories. And this is what I'm saying.
Like,
you can go
I
down,
know,
like
I'm not like a massive
but then
conspiracy
they say, then there's, I think there's theories that these aliens are like cat-like or feline-like. That's why they like cats, and a lot of their drawings.
Yeah,
are
but if you
cat
saw
heads.
a cat, right, out of all the mammals, I could get behind them being
Being
somewhat
an alien and a little bit suspect.
Bro, the way they jump off
Mate.
from high and just run off,
Retractable claws.
it's crazy, bro.
And they have like this strange way of with their whiskers. They can't walk over foil. That screams alien to
They
me.
hate.
I don't like
That's
cats.
actually a good crack on the internet. That
You like that?
The videos of just cats being scared of foil. Oh,
You can't trust a cat though.
I don't like cats, I'll be
I
honest.
feel like if people love cats, okay.
hang in your house.
But if you were the size
don't get
of
it.
a small rodent, they'd eat you. There's no loyalty with a cat. Like,
Yeah,
even
bro.
if it loved you when you were a big-sized human, you shrink down to a size that they
would eat
can
you, yeah.
ingest. It's over. 100%, mate.
So you reckon your dog,
No, my dog wouldn't. Yeah.
you shrank down to that big,
If I shrank down to that big, I reckon my dog would let me, like, put a saddle on him, and I'd be like,
well, you think
Conan the Barbarian.
You'd have to be mega small though to get on yours.
I'd have to be
Imagine
miniature
just a mini Max still with six-pack and that.
on my Chihuahua, yeah, with like.
All right, here you go. If you did shrink down, you
Yeah.
had a choice. Would you ride one of them like saddle, or would you build a cart and get both of them like a horse and chariot?
That's a very good point. Yeah, I think I'd do the latter. Yeah,
Chariot. You'd have
chariot.
to.
Yeah,
I think that
chariot.
would be class. Would you or would you not whip?
I don't think they'd coordinate very well though.
You'd have to train them a bit.
No, I'd never whip my
Not
dog.
whip them, but you have to give them a bit of
Yeah,
leash
something.
or like.
Yeah.
Are you not on disciplining your dogs? Like, would you ever just give them a little...
Oh yeah, a little bit, but
Yeah.
they're very small. My dogs.
Yeah,
if
true,
you
true.
too much energy,
Yeah.
yeah, you could really just do too much there. But no, I'm
be
not
careful.
like fully on there. Yeah,
I shouted at Eric like yesterday. I felt so bad.
every dog owner's been there.
I know, and I was like this. I'm so sorry, come here.
Yeah.
And I was, here's another treat. Ooh, good boy.
Yeah.
But back to the pyramids.
And we're going back there.
No.
Are we
I
going
reckon
back?
we go to what Gabs. If you could change a quality about yourself, let's say psychologically, and you could, if you could give yourself an enhancement or take something from yourself.
As in like a personality trait?
Physically,
Yes.
personality.
Okay. I reckon I would be more self-aware.
More self-aware.
I think I'm pretty self-aware, but I just think if you were like fully self-aware, that would just be such a good...
I don't think it would be.
But what do you mean by
Really?
self-aware? Do you mean like how other people interpret you,
Not necessarily that just
or
how
other
like
people?
what you can do can affect someone else, or like aware in situations where you could do better.
So you would almost
or,
like
or understanding what things in life would be best for you to grow as a person.
whose headspace would you hate to be in
Whose headspace?
out of the boys?
What, for like self-awareness? Or just in general?
Just general, like, at homes. Oh my God. I reckon you spent an hour in that man's skull, you'd be obliterated by anxiety. You'd turn to dust.
There must be a lot going on.
He's a weird one because sometimes I think, ignorance is bliss. With Ed Holmes, it's a bit like, I think he can be quite...
Away from the club, I reckon he's absolutely kosher. He's fine.
Yeah.
But when he's in this environment, on job, I reckon stuff starts happening.
Do you know who the people it is? It's the people that get asked questions in the meeting. And
When the Riddler
and
strikes.
everyone turns like that. Like, you know,
Yeah.
sometimes if Pat was like, Max, what do you think? Like, people would just keep looking forward.
Yeah,
There's
yeah.
certain people where he said, what
Yeah.
do you think? And everyone's like, perfect. Let's see
I
him
can't
mess
wait.
up. Let's see him mess
Popcorn's
up.
out. Yeah. Let's watch this guy talk himself into a grave.
Oh
class.
my God.
Are you asking me or telling me? That's his favourite line.
And do you know what the best thing about that is? When people reply saying "telling you" with a question mark.
Yeah. Another. Yeah.
Telling you.
Mate.
It's just
God forbid.
ideal.
Yeah,
What would yours lot be? Because I feel like I got put on the spot there.
I was gonna go something dead simple.
Oh yeah.
One
hit me.
quality or trait.
Yeah, go.
I'd literally like to be 4 inches taller.
physical.
I think life gets easier if you're like 6'5".
Ask Minty,
I've
the
seen-
cameraman. Look at him, he's so
Automatically,
handsome.
people think you're
So
more
handsome and
powerful,
tall.
better looking. Yeah, you can even be more custard around the middle. But if you're 6'5",
Yeah,
No, I agree. It's true. You get away with more if you're taller.
100%.
but what do you think? I think like
Why is that though?
exactly. I think 6'8" is too tall.
Like once you're 6'7", you're sort of like you're a bit of a circle.
Yeah, here's a question.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
What
mad.
height does it
what
start to
height
get-
does it start to just get inconvenient? Like, as in,
Inconvenient,
You
yeah,
couldn't
yeah.
fly on
Yes.
in a normal seat
Yeah,
think-
so
I think-
because you'd be like this.
you grow outside of like conventional.
How tall's
ergonomics.
Matt? 6'7".
6'6", I reckon.
I reckon
He
he's 6'7".
says he's 6'7". Well, he says
I think he's 6'7".
Oh, really?
I think if you start hitting that,
That's a good height.
Well, look what
Yeah, no,
happened to
6'7's
him.
good.
Look what happened to him on the flight.
Yeah, he battles. He was battling.
but yeah. So here we go. I think it's situational as well. So my brother-in-law-esque, once removed sort of vibe. He's 6'7". Yeah, it's
Yeah.
the same height as Bats. Yeah,
Right.
but he's obviously not like 115 kilo. Yeah, so he's like what? Like probably weighs about 90.
No way, bro.
No, and then you look
You
like
couldn't-
but now you're.
So like, but I've been
You
places
can't be
with him.
90 kilos at 6'7".
He's very
I reckon
slender man, but he doesn't
you're
like
too
train,
used
like,
to. We're
Yeah.
all way too used to cow humans.
I've been with
in
him
this
so many
business.
places where people are like, I went for a carvery with him once, yeah, and the guy cutting the carvery said, "Did you want beef, pork, or small child?"
Genuine.
Genuine. How can you get away with saying that to someone?
A small child.
As if like he's a giant and he's a freak. And I was like, "It is. Not that tall, is he?"
You're
Gen-
used to it, though.
No, but I was at. That's what I'm saying. It's
Or
like
small
situational though. Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean? 6'7", day to day.
6'7".
We're around a lot of big people. I think 6'7's the line.
But 6'7's kind of cool.
It's cool, but but 6'3", good looking chap, tall, yeah, looks good, well together.
So you're complaining if you were 6'7"?
no.
I'm not gonna
but
complain.
I
I'm
wouldn't
not
complain.
I'm not complaining. I'm just saying. Well, you asked the question. What's optimal?
Okay, sorry, mate.
6'3", good, but now I need to compete with 6'3". Being 6'3" is not good enough. Yeah,
So I need to be more of an outlier.
yeah, 6'5".
6'5". Yeah, fair. 6'5's good.
6'5", 110 kilos.
Oh, woof. Then you would be called Big Red.
A bit like Dunny, isn't it?
Yeah.
He's
looks good.
6'6". Donny looks like 6'7" to me.
No.
He's big.
He looks
mate.
bigger because of his
He's a big goose, but he's not that tall.
He's got a
But
big
Luke,
head as
like
well.
Luke Charteris was.
Oh, massive.
How's the weather like up there, by? He was a tall man.
I think 6'5", 6'6", prime location. You're not complaining at 6'7". If you hit 6'8", people are mocking you.
Bro, what are you like? They're mocking you.
I think
For what?
day-to-day life. Again, you got to go on the plane.
Hey, look, it's
you gotta go on the
Sasquatch.
plane. You got to sit like this. You have to start ducking to walk through doorways.
Bro, you know so you know that do you watch the NBA?
No, but go
Or
on.
do you know that the rookie who come in this year, Wemby?
Yeah.
Do you know? Bro, I saw him at a hotel when I was in France, where he's 7'4", or like 7'3", 7'4". Bro, I've come out the hallway, yeah. I'm just eating a snack. Come out the hallway. I've turned to my right, bro. Why is his hip at eye level? I was like, bro, this guy's ducking to walk through hallways. He
Yeah.
was, bro. I ain't ever seen anything like it.
But he was like in proportion.
Yeah, because this is what I was going to say.
What do you mean?
Sometimes,
No, bro, he was just like,
wingspan.
his arms were long. Like he was just, but at the time he was quite like, he wasn't like, now he's like gymmed and stuff. Cause
And now
he's in the NBA.
okay.
He's
right.
filled out a bit, but then he was just like arms and legs, bro.
Oh, genuine,
But just
yeah.
like, and one of the boys were talking to their kit man, and they were saying that they had to like sew his kit together. So they'd get like a large or like a medium torso, and then have to like stitch on extra large
Yeah, that's wild.
arms.
Yeah, because then you start
That's
going like
insane.
you start getting like size 15 feet. You can't get a shoe or trainer.
It's all
for the life of
custom.
you.
Yeah, it's all custom.
That would stress me out.
Inconvenient.
Wait, 7'4".
Sorry, yeah.
I'm like size 6. Like
Yeah, you have freakishly small feet. You should change that about yourself before you're high.
yeah, but I'm trusting that they grow with my height.
Oh, okay,
Well, I'm
fair
hoping
enough.
I don't need
Yeah, yeah.
size.
Imagine
around
they
putting
just
holes
stay
in
that
the floor.
size, but you're
I'm now
6'5".
6'5" with size 10 feet.
That's fine. Oh, what's the next question?
Well, I wanted to push for something. This is a bit loaded because obviously me and Gabe's had a chat earlier, like briefly, because obviously we sit next to each other. We're pals, but he didn't.
Yeah,
know
but
my
he's
first
kind of
name.
near us as well. We're like in a triangle.
Yeah,
Yeah, but he's not well enough together to pick up. Like he's just out the peripherals, isn't he?
Okay, fair enough. So what have you been?
So we were
conspiring
talking,
about?
and when we were like getting on the podcast and stuff, he was like, "Oh, you know, why don't you ask me like?"
No. He's
yes,
gonna
of
make
course.
something up.
No.
He's about to make something
Why
up.
don't you ask me my like celebrity crush?
No,
so then I could,
bro,
we
he's
could
making something up.
tag him in. Yeah, but obviously his celebrity crush is local.
Bro,
Really?
What's he doing? What's he doing?
So do you wanna?
What's he doing?
Who's your celebrity
Do you wanna
crush?
expand?
What's going on here?
Because it goes to another question, because I think you're quite a smooth bloke as well. So this is a loaded question to put some heat on you and then come back to a question that I really like to know.
I don't know what you're doing here. I'm not happy about
Are
it.
you going to say it or I'll say it? I can say it,
Bro.
get down the camera.
Someone
uncomfortable.
switched his mic off. Because what he's doing now is we had a conversation.
He's gaslighting you.
Yeah, he is. We had a conversation
I enjoy it.
and he's
I'm
taking that
just trying to be a
conversation
wingman.
out of context.
I concur.
Imagine taking a conversation you had in private, taking it out of context,
Nothing's
and then
private.
putting it on camera. Crazy.
If you're really that upset about it, we can always cut it out.
This guy's crazy. What's the next question?
Well, I was going to say to you, but I was going to lead from that to your perfect, well, not your perfect first date, like I'm going to take you on one, but like, I think you're quite a suave bloke, do you know what I mean? And I reckon you're a bit smooth, yeah? So I was going to lead from your celebrity crush to your date with it.
Actually, I've got to be fair, I've taken advice from him in terms of
Oh, that was cool, wasn't
dates. It was cool.
Yeah.
it? It was cool.
It doesn't have to
yeah.
be
What was it
first
called
date,
again?
but it could just be a
Wake
date.
the Tiger.
Wake the Tiger.
Bro,
That's it. Is
craziest
that
thing
that,
I've been.
like sketchy place.
Yeah, I took my lady there. It was very interesting.
Bro, it doesn't feel like real life. Like when you come out of there, you're like, you have to like take 5 minutes to adjust back to reality.
Jen,
It's crazy, bro. Go.
It was pretty weird. It was very
I
interesting.
probably should go.
Although the method acting was a little bit jarring. They've got these
Yeah.
people walking around like fully immersed. They're fully in there, and you're just like,
See,
I'm here to just look at all the cool stuff.
Yeah, I don't like that sort of thing. When we went to the scare thing. Did you go to the scare thing?
Yeah, but you need those people in the scare things.
Yeah, I know. Obviously, you're just walking around a dark room.
Yeah, exactly. You want those chainsaw.
But like, I often think,
Lunatics.
because it's funny, in the time you're walking around, you're like, oh, this is edgy, her. But then when you think about it, that person's just stood. Yeah, that's
I
too
think
much.
you have to be brave to do that as a job. Because like,
you could get whacked.
someone could like punch you.
Yeah,
If you just jump out on them in the corner of a room.
Yeah, but surely they know what they're getting into.
Yeah, but like, everyone, like,
Everyone's
I
got a
know what I'm
limit.
getting into playing rugby, but then like, imagine you get
Something
your
can
nose
happen.
just mash up. Like, you're still like, this is annoying.
Yeah, that's a good.
Do you know what I
point,
mean?
yeah. What was the next question?
Well, these are questions. So I asked Max.
Are you going to stitch me up again?
No.
No, are you that
But
scared
is this
to-
question, Minty? Is this question too dark?
Yeah, oh no! I'm
This one's too dark?
So this is what we're rolling with. Yeah, I've gone before the podcast, going all right. Just need a couple of questions. We'll go this to that. It could be rugby. It could be just fun, playful. Yeah, I've gone because we're talking about so and so this earlier. We're going to say about celebrity crush, go on to like a first date vibe. Just poke some fun at him. Yeah. Then he turned to me and said these words exactly. Yeah.
When it comes to that, this.
Do you have a hunch on how you might die? That's what he wants me to ask you.
Wow.
I think it's very insightful, like psychoanalytically.
That's a bit of a wild question to ask.
Don't want that one.
I'm 25. You want to think about how I'm going to die? I'll be honest, I haven't thought about it.
Do you have a hunch?
But my hunch is it won't be like of old age. I know that narrows it down a little bit.
Okay.
I just don't think it will.
I want to know. I want you
I don't want to say too
to
much.
elaborate.
Yeah, you don't think it would be of old age?
I just don't think so.
I really want it to be. You know what I want it to be? Like, this is. Just,
You want
this is
it to be.
No, just like this would be quite cool. So I retire, right? I struggle. Okay, I'm struggling, and just generally full on personality
retire?
disorder. Yeah, identity crisis, existentialism.
You've got
hits
all
me.
that. Yeah, you've got all that now.
Yeah,
so
already
it
got
works
it.
when you
Anyway,
play. Yeah,
Then
when you stop playing.
and only then, I tried robbing bank, and then I'm gunned down.
So you think that would be cool?
Would you want to be gunned down face on or from behind and not know it's coming?
I feel like if it's face on, you must be wielding a weapon or taking a hostage or something.
Do you know what the thing is though? I don't think you're naive enough to think that you personally could get away with robbing a bank?
Oh no, but myself no.
Because you know some things in your head, you're like, I reckon I could do that.
No, I could never rob a bank.
Like some people, like it's like when people watch football. Bro. Some
purely...
people watch the Premier League and football, and they'll be like, I reckon I'll be all right in there. Like if I just pass it to the nearest person, I'll be all right. But bro, no way.
No, I concur.
You're too self-aware.
Yeah, way too self-aware. I could never rob a bank. I think it'd be no. You know what? Going back to how I'd done, probably something really benign, like
on the toilet.
Something statistically quite prevalent in today's.
It's gonna be boring, unfortunately.
Yeah, curses of modernity.
I want it to be quick and not really know it's there.
But a cool way would be like a shark attack, maybe.
Bro, that's probably up there for some of my worst. Would you mean a cool way?
No, it'd be a terrible way.
Because do you know what?
It would be the worst way because you wouldn't go quick as well. It'll be a chunk out of you and then it'll take the rest.
God.
No, but it'd be like a really big shark. I'm not talking like a bull shark. I don't want like one of those Labradors that take chunks out of you. We don't want that. We want like a record-setting great white that basically decimates you on impact. It's like being hit by a torpedo with teeth, like a submarine with teeth.
No.
Still no?
Because, bro, you're in the water, you turn,
scary,
and you just
dark
see it
water,
coming.
dark water.
What do you do?
You wouldn't even see
I wouldn't even swim.
Bro, you know when you see them seal breach? Have you seen those? When they just, out the water, like a 20-foot great white just cuts this sea dog in half.
I think it would just take, like, so realistically, the way it's going is you're paddling, you know, it's taking your feet and you're going down. You're not seeing it coming.
Oh, God. You know, yeah, that's why they're coloured like that. They're coloured dark on top, so when you're looking down, when the sea lions are looking down, they can't see it. But if it's above them, it's white on the bottom, so it matches the surface water. So the sea lion still can't see it. Isn't that horrifying? Great white sharks, the apex predator of everyone's nightmares. That's why Jaws was so effective, I think.
Did you like Jaws, did you?
Oh, mate, incredible movie.
Have you seen it?
I
haven't.
feel like it's like the
the
first
whole thing.
Thing is, the special
like
effects haven't aged particularly well.
I hear it.
But
if you watched it,
my
then,
God, it's incredible.
I feel like Jaws is like one of the first like gory films that you watch.
Yeah, I think so.
What about like saving someone from a burning building?
That's way better.
That's
actually way better.
What was I even thinking?
I was just getting.
How is that heroic?
Yeah, it wasn't
You were like,
You're just swimming in the wrong place and got 8.
Yeah, that makes no sense. I was completely nonsensical.
Just saving someone.
That's true. Saving someone.
Oh yeah,
Like that.
this isn't heroic, but do you reckon if you went skydiving when you were old,
Yeah.
and then like the instructor on your back was like, mate, I can't get the parachute out.
So what do we do?
Like we're gonna die, so just enjoy the views.
Why have you thought about this?
I don't know why. It just came to my head. It came to my head.
That's actually sent shudders down my spine. Do you watch I'm a Celebrity? I watched 3 people jump out of a plane at home and it made me feel sick.
Would you do it?
No.
Well,
I couldn't do it.
I've skydived. It's really fun.
Have you?
Yeah, so what happens is when you skydive, your depth perception at that height is pretty much non-existent from like 40,000 feet. It just looks like a blank. It looks like a beautiful canvas of the world.
Oh, okay.
So you actually feel like you're flying. But as soon as you get below like sort of
He's making me
a
feel
few
funny
thousand
now.
feet,
Okay.
then the earth, then your depth perception is like, oh, okay, it's coming real quick, and then the chute gets pulled. But before that's all happening, you're never really scared. It's all just really quite awesome. I'll tell you what is terrifying, however, is bungee jumping. So I did 124 meters.
It's not happening for me.
On the bungee jump.
That's worse than
It's
skydive.
not happening.
Yeah, but I was doing it with this girl, right? And I was like trying to show off. I had to look like the big man thing.
Oh yeah.
Obviously. So I had to front it up. And I was like, I was pissed, man. It was terrifying. Like, proper scary. And I was just like, tried to make it look good and sort of made it cheerful. I was like, Pocahontas, and like jumped off there. But I was bricking it, mate. Because the ground rushes up to you so quick.
Also, you don't just jump once, do you? Once you've sprung, you've got to sit there and
Yeah,
then
it goes
go up that
wang.
part and down.
It goes
again.
wang. But it doesn't feel like that. It doesn't feel like jolty.
Do you know what my thing is about bungee jumping?
Yeah.
And this is like a bit like me being a bit naive, but like I feel like with that example I gave with the parachute, if the guy was like to me, mate, can't get the parachute out,
Yeah.
I reckon I've got enough time to think, Like we can come up with a plan. Me and you, let's come up with a plan to get this parachute out. like let's save ourselves. Like bro. Like,
That's
but
actually mental.
Tom Cruise.
I know.
I've told you it's naive,
Hold on,
but
actually,
like
let me
that's
just
how
take
I think, innit?
Let me just take my socks off. Time together.
Yeah, bro. Like genuinely, that's how my brain is thinking. Like we might be able to come up with a plan. Bungee jumping, bro. You're like coming down. You don't know if that rope's gonna snap, or like imagine if the rope was the wrong length. Imagine you were trying to show off to that girl and you just come back up.
Just pancaked from the front. Yeah,
that much too long, so your skull just hits.
Thankfully, there was a nice body of water below me.
Still, bro, if you hit a water from
that hard, yeah,
I think
like
back to your thing. The only thing I could think of that you could try and do is I would just try and rotate if you could, and make sure he was on the bottom.
And think that you won't get impaled by his ribcage. I bet you're better off doing that. Though.
No, but bro, you got to remember that the parachute is inside the bag. It's in the bag. It's just not coming out. So like in my head, we have enough time to like, bro, open the bag.
Yeah, but have you got shoulder mobility to reach round the back of him? I can't touch the back of my own head, let alone reach round the back and rip it open.
No, but
what I think I sort of get what you're saying.
You see what I'm saying?
You get the instructor to unfasten you, then you sort of somehow you link hands and like sort of manipulate your way around him, and then just pull the bag open.
You think that's happening?
Bro, you've got to remember, if you do not do it, you are dead.
Yeah, okay, this
So
is
it's
exactly
like-
what happened.
it's-
It would unfasten me, and my sweaty palms would just slip straight off. I'm now falling on my own. And do you know what the worst thing is? He will somehow fix the parachute, so as I'm plummeting, he's just going to and be fine. I'm carrying
I think it's
on.
doable though. Travis Pastrana, you've seen him? He jumped off the plane after drinking Red Bull, just topless, and then the geezer flew down, caught up with him. He goes, "Hope this shit works." Chucks the Red Bull out, and then he jumps out with just topless. And then a guy comes down with an extra bag, flies down to him, and puts it on him mid-flight.
Yeah, but I think...
Bro, some people have no fear.
Yeah, but Travis Pastrana's a different gravy.
If you've got a thing...
I think he's got a tumour on his adrenal glands.
Yeah, but at least there's hope.
Right.
If you say so.
I've enjoyed this conversation very much, Willie. Would you like to close off?
Me too.
Probably should. Have you had fun today?
I've had a lot
Have you
of
had fun?
Did you think? Do you think it was worth? Because again, we could have done this.
Stay until...
You got a day off tomorrow, bear in mind.
That's true.
Yeah.
What is the time?
4 p.m.
That's actually not terrible.
That's not. Yeah, that's a work day.
But now we're stuck.
Rogan's about to start
But now we're
proper.
stuck in traffic.
No, it's fine. I've enjoyed myself.
You are right.
You could take a snack for the road.
I feel like traffic isn't just a first world problem, though.
That's a nightmare.
No way, bro.
I feel like it exists universally.
And it's got worse in Bristol over the last year.
100%.
Do you think that?
Do you think it's got worse than last year? Yeah, I think
Bristol, yeah. I don't know what it is. All the housing estates being built in and around the area, maybe. Just more people.
Yeah, it's got quite popular.
Yeah. All right, well, on the traffic note, we're going to go get stuck in some now. We'll best get things finished up because the producers are...
We'd like to thank the producers.
Very much.
We'd like to thank
Gabriel Oghre.
Gabriel Oghre for his time.
Honestly.
Oh,
It's
you've
been an
pleasure.
absolute
I'm
pleasure.
glad
I
you
hope you've
finally stuck
enjoyed
with
our
it.
inane ramblings.
I've enjoyed this.
Wow.
It got a little strange, but I think it was insightful in the very best kind of way.
Excellent. Well, we'll catch you next time with more guests and more players.
Yeah. Put the comments in. Let us know what you want us to talk about.
Ta-ra.
Ta-ta for now.